I understand it's 2 years probation to go to college with no mandate for getting on a public bus with an illegal gun, shooting an individual in the chest, which to me is intent to kill. And he walked away after we convicted him. He walked away with no jail time. If that's what you want in this district, then I'm the wrong person to be United States Attorney.
So, new U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, laying down the law at yesterday's DOJ news conference. Pirro took on reporters for citing crime stats, saying she's more concerned about the victims and their families. She joins us now. And I think you are the living embodiment of the phrase, right place at the right time. And you've been there for a few weeks now. Some of the things that you've seen are very disturbing. You have thoughts on how you think things could get solved. But in the commercial break, you were talking about one thing that has really troubled you, and that is the homicide rate of young people.
We hear about how these crime rates, political theater by the Trump administration, and I don't agree, because there are living, breathing people whose families have been affected by these crime rates. So when I hear that, I think it's either just simply being insensitive or just being evil when you try to politicize things that are so close to people's hearts.
Yeah. First of all, it's great to be with you, Bill and Dana. Of course, I miss all my friends at Fox, but I am, in my element here. The truth is that I just, kind of on a whim just said, let me see the number of homicides of teens last year in D.C. and this year in D.C. You're looking at the 2024 kids who were shot and killed with firearms in 2020.
All right, hold on. I just noticed something. They're all minorities. These are all the people shot and killed in Washington, D.C. in 2024. These are all minorities. I don't see any Caucasian on this poster. So those who say that this is a racist ploy by Donald Trump are just tone deaf. And I just want to say that they are towing the line of just being evil.
There are 29 of them. Okay, every one of them is an African-American minority community. This is the community that's being victimized by violent crime. Now, in 2025, we've got 16, again under the age of 19, who have been shot and killed as a result of a firearm. So totally, we've got 45 African-American kids who've been killed. And the crucial point right now is that the clearance rate is 30%. What does that mean? That means that they've only solved 30% of the homicides of these teens in the last year and 7 months.
All right, hold on. So that means that 70% of the criminals who carried out these homicides are still in the wind. They're still out there committing crimes. And these people on MSNBC or TDSBC want to say that all of this is made up. It's just crazy when I hear that, and it irks me when I hear these people just being so dishonest. Do you feel that way?
70% of the murders that were committed with guns against teens in the minority community, of those 70% of the murderers are walking around free. We don't know who they are because the cases have not been solved. And therein lies the problem. Young criminals in D.C. have been emboldened to commit crimes because they believe that they're not accountable. And why do they believe that? Because they are not accountable. We've got a D.C. council that has passed laws that make it almost impossible for me, as both federal prosecutor and kind of quasi-local prosecutor, to be able to incarcerate these kids. I can't even prosecute a teen who's 17, 18, 19 years old. Forget the 14, 15-year-olds who shoot someone with a gun.
If you continue to reward evil practices with slaps on the wrist, you will get more crime. It's really that simple. It's not rocket science. And that's the thing, because when you take a look at all these blue cities who have these mounting crime rates, it shouldn't be surprising that all of them have staggering case of increase in violence. it should not be staggering. Like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm living in a parallel dimension where up is down, because it shouldn't be a problem that a president wants to deal with the high crime rates in a city. It shouldn't be.
You shoot someone with a gun in D.C. and you're up to 19 years of age, I can't even indict you.
Well,
and so
you
this
could
is a message.
just to jump in here,
That's
you could
crazy.
if the D.C. Council changes the laws.
Right, but
and
the
so
laws are tying my hands.
I got you. Let me just show our audience what you're trying to get the D.C. Council to do. You want them to repeal the Youth Rehabilitation Act, the Incarceration Reduction Amendment Act, and the Second Chance Amendment Act. I read through this, Janine. You're basically trying to eliminate the reductions in sentencing for serious crimes especially, and also to get away from hiding the record from those in the future who would look back on the crimes for which they were convicted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I have that right? And if
You
I
have
do,
it totally right.
how would that change crime in Washington?
Well, what it would do is it would make people accountable, number one, and we're also looking to lower the age of criminals. What's happening is, even if you shoot someone with a gun, you go to family court where the purpose is rehabilitation. You get to go to an ice cream social and you get to go to yoga classes. That's nonsense, and that's not what we need in the nation's capital. And
If a criminal commits a crime and they're sent to rehab where they get to sit and do yoga and eat ice cream, and then they're released, they're like, hey, this wasn't a problem after all, and they go out and commit crimes again. And then the prosecutors are like, we don't know why this keeps happening. It's because you are rewarding bad behavior.
And that's not why the president put me here. The president wants to make the Capitol safe and beautiful, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
All right, so we get the gist. Now let's see what the chatter is like online. Okay, so here are some comments. Okay, she literally caused them to be silent. Now this is referring to the press conference that she had where a reporter was trying to get a gotcha moment. So let me play this. I think I should play this. All right, so let me play this.
Oh, stop it. We are putting all kinds of resources onto the street.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Martin Preston was hailing the drop in crime rates.
Dropping crime.
What changed?
It's never enough. It's changed. It's never enough. You tell these families crime has dropped.
Yeah.
You tell the mother of the intern who was shot going out from McDonald's near the Washington Convention Center, oh, crime is down. You tell the kid who was just beat the hell and back with a severe concussion and a broken nose, crime is down. No, that falls on deaf ears. And my ears are deaf to that. And that's why I fight the fight. Thank you.
It's really simple. It's really, really simple. I thought she was going to smack them with the mic. I love Judge Jeanine. Can't help but think she's gonna say, look, Democrats stand for illegals, criminals, and homelessness. If you vote for Democrats, you're a moron. I agree. Because when you look at blue cities, they are the cities where you have homeless encampments. They have policies that encourage addicts to stay addicts. They give them drugs to just They say they want them to administer drugs in a safe space. And so they give them these drugs in a safe space. And where's the safe space? On the street where your kids walk by and they walk by needles. That's Democrat policy for you. Families have to go to the ME's office to ID their murdered loved ones for 6 or 4 times every week. I don't know what that means. 6.4 times a week in DC. That's crazy. Families have to go to the medical examiner like that often to identify their loved ones. But hey, it could be 7 times a week, so it's not really that bad because it's not their family that's being killed. I bet the reporter would feel differently if it was their family getting killed or beat up. Exactly. I've been saying this for a while. These people have these these questions on the cards. Oh, they say the crime rates are going down. If your family member, if your child, if your brother, sister, mother, father was affected by violent crime, you wouldn't be asking those stupid questions. You wouldn't. I love that woman so much more than I did previously. She is not going to take from anyone. This is going to be extremely interesting. Whenever she meets with the press, she's going to embarrass them and call them out on their crap. Yep, those are the kinds of people that we need. We don't need politicians. We need people who tell the truth and get the job done. So let's move on to the next story. But hey, before we move on to the next story, guys, let me know in the chat what you think. I have a question up on the YouTube side. All right, so what do you think of this story being covered? And let me know where you're watching from. I want to see you guys send in your comments. I really do want to engage with you. Okay, so let me know what you think of this story. Washington, D.C. should be the pride of the United States. It shouldn't be run down. It shouldn't look like a hellhole. And crime should be the lowest in the country. That's the way it should be. The next story, okay, I keep forgetting. Now, I want to do an ad break here, okay? First ad break, please subscribe, like, and share. Help us spread the reach of this live stream by liking it and sharing it. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying what you're watching. And another thing, please consider using the link in the description to book a free call if you're interested in creating YouTube videos and doing what I do on YouTube, or simply creating content. I have several podcasts and I have several YouTube channels. And if you're interested in creating content with the right values and you want to learn how to do it the way I do it, but in your own way, in your own category, use the link in the show notes to book a free call. It's a free call, no strings attached. You let me know your plans, your thoughts, the category you want to create content in or for, the people you want to create content for, and go ahead and book a call. I would love to speak with you and help you out on your content journey. Okay, that's just me giving back, because I do this because I want to be able to have more people like us creating content that helps more people out there.